Welcome viewers, it's another edition of Centrally Speaking.
Today we'll continue our conversation with Natalie Haynes to learn more about the central bank digital currency.
Natalie Haynes is a Deputy Governor at Bank of Jamaica with responsibility for banking, currency operations and financial market infrastructure. Natalie was with us the last time. Anna,
yes.
What do you remember from our last interview with Natalie Haynes?
I think what I enjoyed learning about most
apart from Casey and Camperdown, St. Catherine, St. Andrew, what do you remember the most?
I remember that there will be reduced KYC for opening a CBDC account.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is now to the point of literal stress for many Jamaicans, the amount of information required to open a bank account. So knowing that the KYC is going to be easier, I particularly enjoyed learning that.
And remember, as legal tender, Jamaicans will accept CBDC with the same confidence as notes and coins as it is backed by Bank of Jamaica.
All right, so as we said, Natalie Haynes is back with us this week to teach us some more about the runnings of the CBDC. We'll have the expert on set just in a few to tell you everything you need to know. But right now, let's check in with the streets to see what they already know.
What do you know about digital currency?
It's a good step forward. It's a step forward and it's a good idea. Given the current situation, with the crime situation, and with even the government unable to put a stem on the crime situation, it's a good idea. Because, you know, it will be, once you don't have any cash, then you won't be a target.
I think it's a good idea. It's good for business.
It's a good idea, but what about the man who don't have a bank account? And then again, if you get a bank account, it costs you an arm and a leg, and it costs you all 3, 4, 5 months before you can even. You have to sign up these documents, that the documents, you get just a bank account, to open a bank account, so there's a problem right away.
I think that is a great idea. You don't have to walk with this bag of cash on you, just have your card, you just make a transaction and go.
As I say, progress are going in every way, every aspect when you take it. When you think about it, so it's a good move. It's a really good move.
You can't borrow the phone thing. Somebody come send money on your phone, come give me my phone. I rather the cash for my thing. I rather the raw cash. You see me? I rather the raw cash, my friend. Because taxi will run. People are coming and go around with on this phone thing and jump out of your car, and by the time they say we send money come there, then gone. Can they do it already? With the cash, they jump out. I don't want to pay me, so up on phone, they might pay me. They might jump out if they see me.
It's almost time for part 2 of our conversation with Natalie Haynes, but first, a message from Bank of Jamaica.
Welcome back to Centrally Speaking. I'm Anna.
And I'm Sheena. Natalie Haynes, one of the Deputy Governors at Bank of Jamaica with responsibility for banking and currency operations and financial market infrastructure, is back with us. She is here to talk to us about BOJ's newest initiative, its soon-to-be launched central bank digital currency. Natalie Haynes, welcome back to Centrally Speaking.
Thank you so much, Sheena. Happy to be here again.
I'm happy to be here.
Hello, Anna.
Hi, how are you doing?
It is good
I'm
to
wonderful.
see you.
I have a surprise for you.
You do?
I put on purple today.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I remember the Casey connection.
There you go.
Okay.
Casey is unforgettable.
All right. When we last spoke, you had explained that to our CBDC account,
CBDC wallet.
CBDC wallet, I should get it right, is quite different from opening a traditional bank account. All right, and one of those differences is the KYC requirements, the Know Your Customer requirements. So that is one of the benefits, as I understand
for
it.
You.
All right, what are other benefits
All right,
of CBDC?
so let me just clarify.
Yes.
It's going to be a simplified KYC. Okay. So it's not really different.
Yes.
It's going to be simplified.
So
the information that you, the customer, will give to the bank, it's going to be basic information.
So what are the other benefits of the CBDC?
All right. So CBDC is designed to replace physical notes and coins. So I'm going to give you the benefits in relation to using physical notes and coins.
Okay.
All right. So both to the consumer are costless. What does it mean? when you go to the pharmacy or supermarket and use your notes and coins, there's no cost to you in terms of using it.
Right.
It will be the very same thing for CBDC.
Okay.
Using it via your mobile phone is going to be costless to you. There'll be no charges. And even for the merchants, it's going to be costless to them. So that's an added benefit, because for merchants, when they're using other electronic means, like a credit card or debit card, there is some merchant charge. There is a small cost involved there.
Okay.
But for CBDC, there'll be no cost.
Okay.
All right, so that is a benefit. Secondly, it is going to be secure compared to cash. I mean, you have wads of cash on you. It can be lost.
Yes.
It can be stolen.
Be stolen.
You don't remember where you put it and all that. CBDC is secure. It's on your phone, and it is only you alone can access it via your PIN or any other security code that you have to access it. So even if you lose your phone, your wallet is secure.
You know, we are all aware that digital platforms are susceptible to cyber attacks. How can we be assured that, you know, this will be secure? The central bank digital currency is in fact secure.
Okay, so all the tests and verification and authentication will be done by Bank of Jamaica, and we stand by it. Already we are doing tests in-house, and once CBDC is launched, we are going to increase in terms of our security around the system. In addition, we do independent verification of our system. So it's like you're inviting an external person to try and test this, try and hack this.
Right.
Okay.
So, and that's what we do for all our systems at Bank of Jamaica.
Okay. So will BOJ have access to our personal data?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going to get your CBDC wallet from your preferred wallet provider. Right. And that wallet provider will have your personal information. As I said, remember the simplified information, Anna, your name, your date of birth, not your blood type, no.
Blood type, right.
And also, when you do transactions, that is what your bank will know that, not Bank of Jamaica, nor the government.
Okay.
We only get aggregated data to do economic analysis.
The wallet providers, specifically, who are those?
All right, so the wallet providers are what we call deposit-taking institutions. That consists of your commercial banks, your merchant banks, and your building societies. These are deposit-taking institutions. In addition, there are authorized payment service providers that BOJ authorizes to test products right now in our FinTech regulatory sandbox.
Which you also recently launched.
Yes.
Right. Remind us, Natalie, when will CBDC be launched?
All right, so we are starting our pilot in August.
Right.
Okay.
It's going to be a nice independence gift for you all. Yeah. So we are launching the pilot in August, and that will continue until the end of 2020. And that pilot will continue until the end of 2021.
Okay.
All right. So
Come first quarter of 2022, that's when we will have the national rollout.
is it that eventually CBDC will be the only form of currency, or will CBDC be offered along with traditional banknotes and coins?
Right, so in the near to medium term, both will exist in the retail payment
The next
space.
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years, or maybe even beyond. You see, it depends on how you, the consumer, accepts the CBDC.
Right.
Some people may feel more comfortable using their physical notes and coins,
Yes.
while the younger generation will prefer to use a digital form.
So I also wanted to know, how will the pilot, what will characterize the pilot? Is it
All right.
that you'll give us free digital money for spend, or what?
No. When the pilot starts, it's going to actually be real money moving.
Right.
But it's going to be certain banks who have opted to come into the pilot,
So
they will
can
start.
opt out?
They cannot join at the initial stage. It's up to them.
All right.
Right? And then we want to do use cases, what we call use cases. For example, there are certain things we'd like to test.
Right.
Okay.
One is the government payments. Government has a lot of welfare payments. They have path payments.
Right.
They have the care program that they had launched in response to COVID-19.
Right.
And of course, pension payments.
Right.
So these will be targeting persons who get payments from the government who don't have a bank account at this time.
I see.
So Do you remember last year when there were the long lines
Right.
waiting for persons waiting to get their care program
Right.
monies?
Yes.
That now, if those persons have a CBDC wallet, then
Yes.
there'll be no need to join these long
Okay,
lines. They
okay.
can just sit in their living rooms watching their television and, hey, the money's
The
there.
money's there.
But on the
Yeah.
other hand, there would need to be merchants who accept
Precisely,
CBDC.
Anna,
Right, right,
exactly,
right.
because
So-
if you have a CBDC wallet and no merchant accept it, then it really makes no sense.
Right, right.
So merchants are who we are also targeting through the wallet providers for the pilot.
Okay.
All right, so those merchants sign up just like how
They will go to their bank and,
Right.
and the bank will, yes, so each bank will be in discussions to say who will be your persons in the pilot, your institutions in the pilot. We also want to test it down at Coronation Market, eh?
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's a good use case.
Yes.
That is a good
Right,
use
so
case.
we're gonna see how best we can do
All
that.
right, is it that those persons in the pilot, will they be asked to go to their preferred wallet provider
Precisely.
to open a CBDC
BDC
account?
wallet,
So they would
yes.
volunteer to do that.
Yes,
And
yes.
those persons who receive benefits from the government, they will be volunteering
Yes,
to
yes.
do
The
that.
government will be encouraging because remember the government does not want to be paying out checks or cash, you know.
Right, right.
Right? Because as I said, the long lines really go against COVID-19 protocols to
Right.
have those
Okay.
lines. So that's what we are trying to correct.
So, Mrs. Haynes, for our viewers, share with us one more time. How do we access CBDC?
All right. So as I said, it's open to anyone.
Right.
So they go to their preferred wallet provider. So that is your bank, your payment service provider.
Right.
Are credit unions included?
No, unless the credit union is a payment service provider.
Right.
All right, sure.
And of course, when the time comes, we'll be publicizing
Who?
who are
Right.
the wallet providers.
Okay.
So you go to your preferred wallet provider and request to have a CBDC wallet.
Right.
If you are already an account holder with that bank, then it's seamless. They don't need to get any more information from you.
Because they already know.
Precisely.
Right.
If you are not, then the basic simplified KYC information, they will ask you for that.
Right.
And if you your name, date of birth, address, TRN, and a government issued
ID.
identification. So that's either your driver's license, passport, or the photo ID.
Okay.
All right? So when you have the wallet now, the bank signs you up for the wallet. How do you put money onto the wallet?
Yes.
And is it
Right.
immediate?
Yes, it will be immediate because you
Immediate.
would have to put money on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
So you either will have physical notes
Yes.
to
Right,
give
right.
to the teller, or if you already have an account, you can request the bank to
To
transfer,
transfer.
from your regular account
To
to
your
your CBDC wallet.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right?
All right.
So you have the wallet. Your bank will also give you the means on how to use it.
Okay.
So you can either use it via an app on your phone, or if your bank gives you a card, you have a card that's assigned to that CBDC wallet.
So we can't use the same card for both CBDC and
I don't
bank
think the
notes?
banks would want to do that. No.
All right. Okay.
Right? So you have it on the phone, or you have a card, and that's when you go to your merchants, or if you owe somebody money, you can use it from your phone to the person, but the person must also have
A CBDC.
a CBDC wallet.
Okay.
And when that amount on the wallet is finished, you can top up again doing the same thing. If you have money on the wallet and you want to swap out into physical cash, you can go to an ATM
Right.
or into the wallet provider over the counter.
Okay.
Depends on what. I mean, most banks are kind of pushing the use of the ATMs.
Right.
Right.
So suppose somebody wants to get paid from their employer in CBDC. Can that
Well,
happen?
Well, that is what we're investigating, and of course it can happen. It is possible.
Right.
So, what your employer would need to have is your details,
Which they
of
should.
of your wallet,
Oh, okay.
to say, okay, I am pushing this to the bank. Because it's the same principle of pushing it to a bank account. It's gonna be
Okay.
the same principle, pushing it to the person, CBDC, to the bank to say, this is for Anna's CBDC wallet number
1, 2, 3.
Right.
at Bank X.
Oh, okay. So when the pilot starts, will it be all government institutions that are involved or only select for the pilot itself?
Well, we have reached out to the government. We have been having meetings with all our stakeholders, inclusive of the government, and so they will determine when is it that they come on.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Haynes. So, viewers, there you have it. Today you met Natalie Haynes, Deputy Governor at Bank of Jamaica, who enlightened us on the soon-to-be launched Bank of Jamaica digital currency.
Natalie, thank you so much again for joining us for a second time.
Yes, it was my pleasure.
It was
But remember, they say 3 times a charm.
Yes, yes. So we look forward to seeing you again.
At the pilot. At the pilot. And please sign up with your wallet provider.
I certainly will.
Of course. Okay. All right. You've learned everything you need to know about the CBDC. Now it's time for the fun facts.
From setting interest rates to intervening in foreign exchange markets, central banks have become an essential element to economies around the globe. The world's oldest central bank was established in Sweden. Founded in 1668, the Riksbank is also the third oldest central bank that is still in operation. The central bank started off as a private bank. Although the bank was private, it was the king who chose its management. It all began with Johan Palmstruck, founder of Sweden's first bank, Stockholms Banco, in 1656. In 1661, Palmstruck launched an idea that would facilitate the management of money by issuing the first banknotes, known as credit notes. But Stockholms Banco collapsed as a result of issuing too many notes without the necessary collateral. On September 17, 1668, Palmstruck's privilege to operate a bank was removed, and the new bank was managed under the direct control of a group of nobles called the Riksdag of Estates. This was to prevent the interference from the king. The central bank was then born. Although the Swedish were the first to establish a central bank, it was the Germans who were first to have an independent central bank. In 1951, the Deutsche Bundesbank became the first central bank to be given full independence, leading this form of central bank to be referred to as the Bundesbank model. The Bundesbank was greatly respected for its control of inflation through the second half of the 20th century.
We hope today's discussion was informative. Here are a few takeaways from our interview with Natalie Haynes. In other words, it's time for the fast facts. Number 1, central bank digital currency, CBDC, is simply money in digital form. All institutions that provide CBDC wallets are called wallet providers. So that's like your commercial bank. Number 2, at any point in time, a person can move CBDC from their wallet to physical notes and coins and vice versa. They can do this at the ATM or at any wallet provider location. So in other words, you can swap from one to the other. Number 3, CBDC will bring a number of benefits to include safety, convenience, and cost. Number 4, Bank of Jamaica will not have access to your personal data. Customers' personal information is collected by the wallet provider and will not be sent to BOJ or the government for that matter. The bank will only receive general data for economic analysis and not data on customers or their transactions. Number 5, BOJ will launch the pilot in August 2021 and that will continue until year end. Then in Q1 of 2022, it will be the national rollout. That would be exciting. If you want to be a part of the pilot, please go ahead and speak with your preferred wallet provider. Well, that's it for the Fast Facts.
Well, that's it for another program in our series. Follow us on Twitter at Central Bank JA or BOJ's Facebook page and our YouTube channel. You can also visit our website at www.boj.org.jm.
And remember, the Bank of Jamaica's website has a new look, new and improved with lots of more additional information. We also invite you to send in your questions on Twitter or post those comments to Facebook.
And of course, view us again on Centrally Speaking next week at the same time right here on your station, when we will have another special guest.
This week, we leave you with 4 words.
Central Bank,
digital currency.
I'm Sheena.
And I'm Anna.
Thanks for watching. Centrally Speaking is a production of Bank of Jamaica.